Good morning everyone and welcome to Let's Shop Cake Live with me, Tracey Mann. It's Saturday morning, it's 9:30, so we're half an hour earlier this morning because I'm off to London at 11:30. So we are here 2 hours for our normal 2 hour slot, but we are here early today at 9:30. So I'm not here alone, I've got Kelly with me.
Hello.
So Kelly is here, she's just woken up, she's had to get up out of bed half an hour earlier. So we are going to be doing a summary of Halloween today. So we're going to go through everything that we have done for Halloween. And we are also going to be looking at a couple of things that are coming for Christmas. So from next week, we will be purely in Christmas mode going forward right through until middle of December. So we are on our last week of some of the Halloween stuff and starting some of the Christmas stuff today. But we are then moving forward into Christmas starting from next Saturday. So we will be live next Saturday at 10 o'clock at our usual time. We won't be live the following week because that is Cake International Week. And we will be at the Cake International show, so we will not be live that weekend, but we will then be back after that right through to Christmas, except one day. I think I've got 2 weddings on the 3rd of December, so we'll have to work that out nearer the time. I'm just having a look at my hair, it looks like a disaster zone. You didn't tell me, Kelly.
Mum, I've literally got one eye open.
Anyway, right, so we are going to be going through some of the stuff that we've done for Halloween. We're also going to show you some of the stuff that we have done this week, so you can have a look at some of the cakes that have been done on various lives and see some of the equipment that we've used along the way that way. So we're going to start off with the school. I've started off wrong already, Kelly. You shouldn't let me touch any of these buttons. We're on Let's Shop Cake Live at the moment.
I'm not waking up yet.
You've not noticed. I didn't notice, but anyway, let's go to the school. There we go, that's better. Now we're on the school site. So this is letsshopcakelive.co.uk. The classes that I teach are on this site here, which is traceymannCakeschool.co.uk, and that's where you're going to find everything that we have in terms of online classes. So if you want to book a class or you want to join as a member, then you need to go to this website that's down here on the screen at the moment. So just a few things coming up. I forgot that cake is over there. I might have to do a run over there in a second. It's behind you, Kelly. That one. That's it. I'll leave that one in a minute. So we're going to be doing, talking about some of the classes we've got coming up. So we have got this one coming up. So this is a Facebook Live. It's already been filmed, so it's just access to the class. So this is a Monster Buttercream Piping class. Because it's a Facebook Live class, it is something you will need to purchase. It's not part of membership, I'm afraid, but it is available now for those of you that want to have a go at that one on the Cake School. Kelly will find it for you and put a link up. I've got a feeling it's on offer as well.
Yeah, wait, what's it on?
She's lost it already.
No, I've tagged it, but I just had it open. Oh, there we go. Yes, it's on for £10.
There we go. It's got £5 off, hasn't it? Something like that. Is
Yes.
that right? Yes. There we go. So this class is £10. It was a Facebook Live, so you basically will just watch it and follow along. So if you've got kids off for half term, or you're going to have a go at making some monster cupcakes for Halloween, then this class is available for you now. For the rest of you, coming out on Wednesday this week is the Cherry Swiss Meringue Buttercream class. So this one will be coming out online this Wednesday on the Cake School. So this one is going to be available for the Gold members and also for the Sugarcraft members. If you want to buy it, of course, you can buy the class yourself, so you don't have to be a member. You can just buy the class as is. Kelly's put a link up for you there, or you can join as a member. Sugarcraft membership per month is £6.95 and Gold membership is £12.50. So Gold membership gives you access to all my classes, so that's all the painting classes, all the buttercream classes, royal icing, chocolate paste, you name it. And this one, Sugarcraft, gives you access to all the Sugarcraft stuff, so that's Swiss Meringue Buttercream, airbrushing, chocolate paste, everything except cake painting and cupcake bouquets. So pretty much quite a good range there. Royal icing particularly, lots of people like royal icing. So that one's coming out on the 26th of October, and of course we have got the lovely Dracula class that's out at the moment for Halloween this year. So we have our new Dracula class. Where are you? Here he is. Let's bring him over. So this is out now, so if you fancy painting Dracula, he's out on the Cake School now. So again, he's available as a class or as part of Gold or Silver membership. Just remember that it's silver membership because it's cake painting. I have to get my brain in gear here. So silver membership for cake painting, gold membership for everything. So this one is for gold and silver members, or anybody who just wants to buy the class outright. So you have a choice, 3 different choices there for what you want to do. And there he is. We've got Smiley Dracula this year. So over the last few weeks I've been showing you some of the new cake projects that we've got coming up for Christmas, because we're now moving forward into Christmas, and we have 5 projects this year for Christmas. We have 4 cake paints and a buttercream wreath which has just come out. You might be able to see a little candle there glowing behind me, and that is one of our brand new cupcake bouquet projects. So I'm going to lift this up because the candle is not attached. There we go, and you're going to be able to see that. Now what I'm actually going to do, I might actually put this under the camera down here. It might be a safer option than me trying to hold it. So I'm going to put it down here for a second. Little move things around. So obviously I was braced and ready to go into my demo. So I've got nothing there that I need. There we go. Right, let's have a look at that under the lights. So this is the new cupcake bouquet class. This is the first of our new classes. So we're going to be launching cupcake bouquets from November. We're going to try and put one in every single month, going right through all of next year. So they are on the gold membership, or you can purchase the class yourself separately. So you don't have to do, again, be a member. You can just buy the class as you go along. But this one is a wreath. You can see there's a flickering candle there in the middle, and we've got piped cupcakes going around the outside edge here. So what we're doing is we're looking to move cupcake bouquet arrangements forward by trying some different ideas and showing you some alternative ways to display your cupcakes.
Christmas table.
Christmas edible table centre.
Mum always does a table centre, and it usually involves fake snow of a large capacity.
So there we go. That I'm going to move it forward there a little bit so you can see it. So this is one of our cupcake bouquets. It's our very first one that's going to be coming out on the school. It's coming out on the 4th of November. So it comes out Cake International Weekend. It's available on a pre-order now. If you're in gold membership as part of My Cake School, then you will automatically be enrolled into this class. If not, then you will have to either pay to join this particular class, or you can join as a gold member, which is $12.50 a month, and then you'll have access to everything. So that's not a bad deal, is it? So it's entirely up to you. We will be releasing a kit as well, so that you will be able to purchase the things that you need to make this particular wreath cake, all the mechanics that are underneath it. So that will be coming out shortly as well. And we'll let you know when that comes out. I'll pick it up again so you can see a slightly better view. So it's basically a table arrangement. There we go.
I mean, just like imagine going to someone's for Christmas and handing that over and then being like, what? And then you're like, it's edible.
Yeah, it's an edible surprise, you see. So you can have this on your Christmas table.
Yeah, because everyone will be like, oh, that's nice. And then when they sit down, they'll go, oh,
as pudding.
That's pudding.
This is your pudding, everybody. So this is a new class that's coming out 4th of November. It's the Christmas wreath class there. So there we go. So there's lots of things coming up here. This is very different from anything that we've done. I certainly can't find anything else like it online. So I'm pretty certain that we're pretty unique with this. So if you are interested in having a go at this, then I would tip it forward, but it might end up being quite nasty. There we go. I'll have to hold on to my candle because it's going to go otherwise. There you go, you can see it a bit better there like that. There will be some pictures appearing of it shortly anyway, so you'll be able to see a slightly better view of it than what I'm holding. Let's put it down there for a second and let it carry on twinkling away in the background. So an edible centrepiece, that's what it's going to be. The kit that's going to come out will include the structures to put it together, which will include a candle, yes. So there you go. It will include a candle and the mechanics to put it together. So that will be coming out shortly, and we will let you know when that comes out, but it will be very soon because I bought the stuff yesterday, so it's as soon as I actually get a minute to put it on the website, it will actually appear. So
sorry, I just read that last comment. You
that?
hand it over to someone and then you go, can I have the candle back?
Absolutely, you can have the candle back. I would say I want my candle back. Why not? I'd say I'd have the base back as well. Then you could carry on use it again, couldn't you? Too right. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Here is your gift, and then what are they going to do? Chuck it all away? Oh, I'd have the candle back, definitely. Yeah, too right. Yeah, this is your contribution to Christmas dinner. You see, you turn up with your table arrangement and then take the bits back home with you. Absolutely, why not? Recycling at its best. Then we've got one more cake painting class to come out, so I'm going to show you that today as well. Here he is. This is Santa with his lights. So this is the last of the cake painting classes for Christmas. Whoops, there he is. We've had 4 now. We've had penguins, we've had cats, we've had this one. I've forgotten what the other one was. Oh, the lanterns. So we've had 4 in total now. So this is Father Christmas hanging off his lights. And this is one of the new cake painting classes. This one comes out right at the beginning of December. So the cake painting classes are going to be coming out every other week for all of November and December. So they're not all going to come out in one go. They are going to come out in stages. So this one is for gold and silver members again, because it's a cake painting class, but it will also be available just to buy. So if you just want to buy it and have a go at it and keep the class forever, then you can go on and pre-order it now. So it's pre-ordered for the 3rd of December, or again, you can join as a member and then you've got access to everything. So entirely up to you, whatever you would like to do. But that is the new Father Christmas hanging off his lights, having a very nice time. I'll show you that up close so you can have a proper look at it and see what you think. Again, you will see lots of pictures of it appearing over the next few days as we slowly release our classes for Christmas. And also he'll be coming with me to Cake International, so you'll see him up there as well. Right, let's put that down. So we've been very, very busy with Halloween over the last few weeks. I put my notes down here. Let's just finish this before we go too much further. So one more word on Cake International. So we have one more live before Cake International, which will be on next Saturday at 10 o'clock. Then we will be going to Cake International and we will be gone from the Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She looked at me then. 4 days. So all the mail order will be suspended during that time. And then when we come back, we will obviously continue to deal with it, but there won't be anyone here to deal with the mail order, so it will stop completely. But we will remind you again of that next week, just so that you know exactly what it is that you've got coming up in terms of Let's Shop. The same thing applies with Let's Shop as usual, is that if you buy more than a couple of things over the weekend up to Monday morning at 10 o'clock, so between now and Monday at 10 o'clock, if you go in and you place more than one order, we will combine the postage so that you only pay one lot of postage. So hopefully that helps a few people out to have a look at things over the weekend. Okay, so let's have a look now at some of Let's Shop, what we've been up to this week. So we've had a very busy week, to be honest with you. So a couple of new things this week. So this week I was on Patchwork Cutters, Patchwork Cutters Cake Club, which is a nice little Facebook page run by Marion Frost. Now, for those of you that know Marion, Marion is the owner of Patchwork Cutters and we sell all her cutters. And she's had an accident, poor Marion, and she has hurt herself really quite badly. So this week I've taken over Patchwork Cutters Club for her, and I did a very nice cake paint on Thursday lunchtime. So I'm going to show you what that looks like now for those of you that haven't seen it, and it is reindeers. So I did mention today there would be a hint of Christmas in there. So this is the Patchwork Cutters reindeer set. Now we do have this set in stock, unbelievably, it's here already. That's what it looks like. And when you see it, you think, oh, I don't know, there's quite a lot of detail going on there. Can't really see what's happening. So all I've done is press it into some sugar paste, and then I've painted it. And I've painted it with some very simple colours. I've just used brown, red, pink, white, and Wonder Dust bright gold, all of which we stock. So that's what we have done to do this little plaque here. And then this base here is Colour Splash Navy. So again, I've done it on a pale blue background rather than doing it on white, because if you do it on a pale blue background, it stands out better. And thinking about it, the background would be pale blue anyway, because it would be set against the light. So there we go. Now the live is still available to watch on Patchwork Cutters Club. That is a group that you can join on Facebook. You need to go in and ask to join that group. Marion Frost will let you in, and then you can see that live being painted there. Now the other thing you need to do if you really want to do this particular project is that you do need to have a 0 brush and number 1 brush. You will struggle to do this with anything more than that. So have a look at your paint brushes before you get started on this, because if you don't, then you're going to find this really quite difficult. Now 0 brush and 1 brush are available on their own, or we do sets of brushes, sets of 5, which again are available on Let's Shop, so you can always purchase those, and they do last absolutely ages as long as you resist actually having to use your paintbrushes for other things. You'll find that they will actually go a long way. So this is the new reindeer plaque that we did this week. We had 2 lives this week. We were very busy with lives, and this is one of them. This is a really nice one to do. You can get it done in advance of Christmas, so you're not going to be doing it on top of Christmas. You can do it now on a plaque, store it, and then when your cake's done, you can just attach it with a little bit of royal icing, pipe round it, and then whenever you give it away to somebody, you can literally just lift it off and then hand it over, and they can keep it basically. Because you often hear people saying, oh no, it's too nice to cut. If it's on a plaque, then they can lift the plaque off and keep it. So that's quite nice to do, isn't it? So this one is available on our Let's Shop Cake Live. We have got some in stock at the moment. So if you do want to have a go at doing this one, I don't think it's a very drastically expensive one either, is it? It's about £4 or something.
£4.50.
£4.50 for this little cutter.
You can buy it and then go on to Marion's page and then rewatch the live.
That's what I mean.
Paint with you.
Exactly. So if you do want to do an actual paint along with me, then if you get your cutter, and then you can go over to Patchwork Cutters Club and you can do a paint along with me. You can just follow everything I've done, and then you can get it all painted. So that's nice. It's only an hour long, of which I spent 15 minutes of my time talking a lot. So you'll find that the tutorial is about 45 minutes long. So if you get yourself all geared up, you could do a very nice paint with that. And it's quite a nice relaxing one to do. So reindeer plaque cutter is now available. We have also got some of the other patchwork cutters in stock, and we are going to go through one of them today, but we will do that later on. So we'll come back to that one later on this morning. Right, let's move that out of the way. The other thing we did this week, we did a Halloween cake, which we did on our own live. So for them, some of you that joined us on our Facebook page, which is this one here, there we go, at Tracey Mann Cakes, that was the Facebook live that we do our Tuesday lives on. So we do every other Tuesday. We did a live then. We won't be doing one this week, so don't tune in because I won't be there. Often I see people putting up, is she live today? No, we're not live on Tuesday this week. We're live on Saturday again. We might be live on Thursday, but I haven't agreed that with Marion yet. I'll let you know. Anyway, this is the cake that we did on Tuesday night. So it's a bit of a Halloween everything, and we did a sort of stepped cake. So what I did is I used, let me see if I've got a picture, there it is. So that's the cake set up. So it was a 6-inch round single tier, so just one layer of cake, and then a 10-inch round on the bottom, again, just a single tier, just to create this kind of stepped look on this cake, so something a little bit different. And then we did the pumpkin. Now, if you remember last week, Kelly showed you how to dust this pumpkin. So the pumpkin went on top, and then we had our gingerbread buttons coming down the side here. And then we started to make little ghosts and pumpkins out of the mini ghost cutter. Our lovely boo mould here, which we've had going the whole time, and then some potion bottles as well either side. So a really full-on fun Halloween cake. And also don't forget, we've got our little ghosts up the top here on cocktails, or not cocktail sticks, on skewers that are flying over the top of the pumpkin. So it's a really fun and interesting cake to do. So if you want to do a full-on Halloween cake, and everything's edible, so whatever gets taken off the cake can just be eaten, which is quite reassuring, isn't it? So you don't have to worry about anybody eating anything that they shouldn't be eating. And that was the end result of that cake. So there we go. So we have got all of those moulds left. I don't think we've got many left, but we've certainly got some left. And we're going to just run through some of the moulds that we've been using over this last period, so we can have a look at those before we then move on to doing some of the other bits and pieces that we're going to do today. So we had at the start, I think one of the first things we had at the start, I'm going to just turn my camera down here so you can see it, was this mould here, which is called Ugly Witch. And I think we've got about 4 of these left. So if you do want this one, you do need to be quick, because it was very, very popular. So we started, that's it there. It's a 4-cavity of witch heads. They're quite chunky, aren't they, Cal? Yeah. So you could probably fill them if you wanted to. If you painted the outside edge, maybe pop some sweets in the middle and then fill them over the top. Yeah. And then Kelly painted that up with some cocoa butter.
Red truffle, or
yeah, you could do something like that.
Chocolate. Well, it's a bit morbid because it's like biting into it.
Yeah, so that's the Ugly Witch cutter that or Ugly Witch mould that we've had. So that one has been in. Again, I think there's only about 4 left now. So if you do want that one, you'll need to be super quick. We also had ghosts. So we've had our ghost mould. Let's do a swap. Now we've had a couple of ghost moulds. We've had this little one here. There we go. spooky ghosts. So we've had the little spooky ghost mould here. There is also a bigger one as well. Let me just think that. So we've got a spooky ghost mould there. Okay, there we go. Let's go through like that. So we've got a cupcake bouquet going out at the same time while I'm doing this. Excuse me. So Kelly's just sorting this out. And then we've got a large ghost mould as well. So this is the large one. Do not get confused with this. It says ghost and ghosts on our website. It's not very helpful, but there's 3 large ones on there and they are quite considerably bigger than the little one there. So just be super careful when you're ordering them to make sure you get the right one. Otherwise you're going to end up having a few problems if you end up with the wrong mould. So there's ghosts and ghost, okay, on there. So that's the little ones like so. Now the Boo mould has been very popular. So that's the Boo mould, which is the one I just showed you a minute ago. So I'll just bring that in so you can have a look, because it's actually in a box with, there we go. We're going to have to take the lid off though, because everything shines in here. See the lights all shine on our work when we're in here. So that's the Boo mould. That's what we've made from white chocolate there. And then we've painted it white ghost there and the red devil in there. So that's it in there. So that's the Boo mould. You get 2 boos on 2 boos at once, so on the same sheet. We made ours in white chocolate. You could make it in milk chocolate and you could just dust it with the Wonder Dust deep purple and that would be fine. So there's no reason why you couldn't do that. We also dusted it other colours, so some of you will remember that we did it on the Halloween ghost cake here. So that was the Halloween ghost cake. Whoops, it's turning it around that way. There's the same mould there. Boo. Okay, so we just painted it lots of different colours. And then we also painted it again. Painted it a lot actually. And then we painted it green, orange and purple on that one there as well. So you can see at the front there, green, orange, purple. So that's very nice. So that's the Boo mould. So that one we still have left, not many. Again, most of the stuff we've got left now is not very many left. So don't forget as well, for postman's continually striking, you will need to get yourself organised this week. We also did, what else we got in there? The little ghost, which I think is over there. Is it on that tray, Kelly? No, that where the orange one is. I think the painted version is over there. Pretty certain that's where I put it. No? Yay! I knew I'd put it there, so I love this mould. This is so lovely. So this is the Boo mould, which is another ghost, but he's actually saying the word boo. There we go. And again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cavities on that one to make these particular moulds. So you could just do them in chocolate if you want to, but if you want to paint them, then white and black. Again, we have shown you all of this on Let's Shop over the last 2, 3, 4 weeks. So if you do want to go back and refresh your memory, then just pop back into any of the lives that we've done and you will find all of the tutorials in there. Pumpkin mould. So this one as well, don't forget, we've got large and small pumpkin. This is the small one. So that's what that one looks like. Again, that one is in stock now as well. Again, there aren't many of those left, but if you do want to have a go at doing pumpkins, then there is a pumpkin mould there. And then we've got this one, which we completely fell in love with, big time, which was the Halloween haunted house and owl and cat. And there's our little owl. You can see the owl there on that cupcake there. And then I'm just going to grab a haunted house and a cat, and then we matched it with the cat and haunted house there. Now we did say, or make a suggestion with this one, that you could actually do this for other celebrations. So you could, for example, do the owl white and you could turn him into Hedwig. So if you wanted to do perhaps like a Harry Potter theme, or if you wanted to do a Christmas one, you could paint him up as a Christmas owl, or you could do the house here as a Christmas house, so you could put some snow on the windowsills and things like that. And the cat could be done in any way, so you could paint the cat ginger or do whatever you like and put the name of your cat there if you wanted to do that. So there's another option you can do with that there. So there is a lot of options with this particular mould. It is listed as a Halloween mould, but I think we decided, didn't it? It was a bit more all year round, didn't we, with this one?
Yeah.
So I think there is an opportunity there to do other things with it. So that is the plastic moulds that we've been using over the last few weeks. Of course, the only other one that I haven't shown you is the 3D Witch. So the 3D Witch mould is the one we used for the cake topper for the potions bottle cake. Let's bring it on. There it is. Okay, that's our 3D Witch. So that one, again, makes a witch that's going to stand up. Now, we used it on a cake because we felt that the stability was better than having it in a box. She's whizzing around behind me at the moment. Let's see if we can find her. She's just there. Let's see if we can grab her. She's on a turning turntable, so I've got to be quick. There we are, we've got her. Right, so there's the witch that goes on the top of the cake there. And she's been painted again with cocoa butter and dust. I'm trying to get away from that cake behind. So regal purple on there. Kelly, what colour did we use on here?
Gooseberry green.
Gooseberry green. And then we painted all the features, and it's brown and broomsticks and cauldrons and all these other things that are on there. So that mould is still available as well. So let's put that back over there so I don't drop it. There we go. In terms of cookie cutters, we have been doing lots of different ones for Halloween. We've shown you different ways of being able to do the cauldron cookie cutter. We have turned into monsters. So we've got that on here. So there's our cauldron cookie cutter, and we've turned it upside down and we have made monsters in the process. So we have found a way. So that's that way, and then we've turned it round that way. There is also a small cauldron as well, so if you do want to make cauldron cookies, it comes in a set of 2, and you will have the option to be able to get the cutters on their own, or you will be able to get the cauldron cookie kit, which includes the cauldron sprinkles. So we've had 2 lots of sprinkles for Halloween this year. We've had the potion mix and we've had the cauldron mix, one created by Kelly, one created by me. We've got a little bit competitive over this, didn't we, Kel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I ended up winning.
You might have won that one. So that's the cauldron mix there. So that's that one. And this one here is the potion bottle mix. So in a minute, we're going to just run through the potion bottles again. I'm just going to show you one example. We've had a new Wonder Dust come in this week, which is Wonder Dust Snowstorm. So we're just going to use that on a potion bottle just to show you what colour that looks like, and also to refresh your memory if you are watching and perhaps haven't seen us for a couple of weeks and you're now thinking what is going on. So we're going to just show you the potion bottle again. So we're going to do that bit now. So we'll move these out of the way. So we have 2 potion bottle cookie cutters. I've got one here. Put our sprinkles there. There it is, like so. But we do have a set of 2, and there is also a kit that includes the potion mix, which is that one there, the potion foam, or whatever it was I ended up calling it, Kelly.
So you think you called it potion bottle sprinkles?
Did I? I thought I called it magic foam, something like that. I kept changing my name on it anyway. So this one is the potion cookie cutters, and we're going to just do this one now just to give you an example of something else using the new, or not new, but the Wonder Dust Snowstorm. We thought we'd give that a go this morning and see how that turns out, so you can have a little look at it and see how it works. So Wonder Dust Snowstorm we're going to be featuring quite heavily in our Christmas designs. So we have got it in stock now. So
it's going to be our essential Christmas colour.
It's going to be our essential Christmas colour. So if you are thinking, right, what do I need to get? I'm telling you now, you're going to need bright gold, you're going to need frozen blue, and you're going to need snowstorm. Those are going to be the 3 main colours that we're going to be focusing on. Probably regal purple will slip in there as well, because we like that colour, don't we?
Not for Christmas.
Well, I don't know. I think it's all round for all year round, that one. I love that colour. Right, there we go. Let's put that up onto there so we can see what we're doing. So that's what we're going to show you now. So we're just going to pop that up there. Have you got that royal icing, Kelly? Can you just mix some up into a little bowl for me, please?
What, with the water?
Yeah. So we're going to do a quick potion bottle because I want to show you how quick they are to do. And we're going to use the Snowstorm. And we're going to do it on black sugar paste. And we're going to just very easily and quickly just dust Snowstorm over the top of the black so you can see kind of the effect you're going to get. So the potion cookie kit comes with the 2 potion bottles, it comes with the potion sprinkle mix, and it also comes with a set of labels. Here are my labels. You can see I've been chopping away at them. So we have a set of labels that come with it as well. And that's what you can use then to decorate your potion bottles. Now we've also used them on other bits and pieces, so they are quite adaptable. You can move them around a little bit and use them on other things. They're quite fun to do if you wanted to just stick them onto a cake, or if you have some left over, all those Harry Potter fans out there, which I keep going on about, you will be able to, thank you Kelly, use them on a cake like that. So we're going to just do a black one this morning. I'm just going to move, let me work out where to put this. There's never enough space in this demo. There we go. I'll roll that there. So we're just going to roll out this black sugar paste. I just want you to see what this colour's like mainly, and remind you, for those of you that have bought the potion bottle cookie cutters, or those that want to buy the potion bottle cookie cutters, how to use them. Kelly's destroying the place.
I just dropped my
Right, there we go. Okay, like so. And then we're just going to put a little bit of icing sugar on the back, just so it moves, because it's important that it actually moves. Pop that on there like so. Press down, give it a wiggle so it cuts right through. There we go. And then take that off there like that. I'm just going to pop that away. Black always sticks to my hands, so now my hands are now covered in it. That's all right. And we'll bring our cookie cutter in. Let's bring this forward a little bit now. Do a little swap again. Okay. Bring that forward. There we go. So that's our potion bottle. So we're going to take hold of our royal icing and we're just going to paint this on. So if you're doing Halloween, if you want to do Halloween, then you can do this about a week before. So this week you can start this. So
this week production begins.
When is Halloween, Kelly? What
Monday
day?
Is Monday.
Monday. So from Monday.
Not like tomorrow.
No, yeah, from Monday though you can start making your cookies. So if you haven't done already and you want to get going on them, then you can start them on Monday and have them all ready for next Monday. So I'm just going to take hold of a cutting wheel there, and I'm just going to mark the top there, going across like that. And then I'm going to just take a fluffy brush. I'm going to grab a piece of kitchen roll, because Wonder Dust does tend to go absolutely everywhere. And we're going to try some of this Snowstorm. Now we're going to be using this a lot. In fact, it's all out already. We're going to be using this a lot coming up to Christmas. So if you are thinking that you want to have a go and do some of the stuff we're doing at Christmas, then this colour is going to be what we're going to be using. So you can already see how lovely it shows up against the black. And actually you don't even need to overdo this. I think just a little works better than too much, don't you think, Kelly?
Oh, completely agree.
I really don't think that it's actually necessary to completely cover the whole thing. It's nice to have sort of a depth at the bottom of the bottle, but if you're sort of going and swirling around the side there, that looks more effective than trying to completely cover the whole thing. Hocus Pocus. Who's put that? You like Hocus Pocus,
yeah,
don't
I love
you, Kelly?
Hocus Pocus.
She's obsessed with it. Then once we've done that, we can then pick a label from our sheet. So it's a bit sort of mix and match here. So you can then go, well, what should we do? Is what we think that.
What does that look like?
Trimmed spider's hair, I think, Kelly. Do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe from making the web or something. I don't know. It looks quite sort of. So yeah, once you've made your potion, you can then identify it and then pick a label. So whichever one you think is the best description of what you've made. In my case, trimmed spider's hair we're going for. So we just cut around. You can either cut up really close to the label, or you can just cut around the black bit. It doesn't really matter. Whatever kind of suits your design, really. So if you kind of look at it like that, you can do whatever it is you want. I'll just trim this white off so we don't have that showing up. And then once you've peeled the backing off, so the backing should come straight off, just pop a little bit of water, or if you're doing royal icing, just be careful, very tiny bit of royal icing on the back. And then be careful that you don't get any liquid on the front of it, because it will take off the picture. And then we just pop that on there like that. It's probably best to dust before you put the labels on. Otherwise, you're going to find that it's going to be a bit of a problem for you. It's going to end up all being in the labels. And we want the contents to be in the bottle, not on the outside edge of the bottle. If you wanted to add any more bits and pieces to that, you could always add some silver stars if you want to, just to enhance it. She says trying to find her silver stars. My assistant, Kelly,
Silver stars.
Silver stars.
I don't think we have any down here. Like open them.
We've got gold ones.
I'll get this one.
Okay, well, we're going to need silver stars anyway coming up for Christmas, so we may as well have some silver stars, thank you. So if you wanted to put some silver stars on there as well, we do have those on Kelly's sprinkles.
And a side note on the stars, they are very useful to just have on hand.
Yeah, we like
for
stars.
any year, any time round, but also like if you ever knock your cake a little bit, you can just go, right, it's going to have stars on it.
Going to stick a star on it.
But I think they're very like a good way to like brighten up the cake.
Yeah, so again, we can put the stars on. There's like lots of random different sizes, so you can do different ones. If you just want to do the tiny ones, then just let your brush kind of put a bit of icing on the end. Just let the brush kind of pick them up without you having to sort of touch them. You see, they'll just pick up like so. Press down. And because the sugar paste is still soft at the moment, then you'll find they will stick really easily. Okay, like that, you see. And again, it doesn't have to be loads. Sometimes less is more. We don't want to put too much on, otherwise it won't be as effective. And as you go up the bottle as well, you can see the stars will appear a little bit more clearly, maybe out of the potion. Whoever knew that trimmed spiders' hairs had stars in, Kelly, eh?
It was so magical.
So magical. Press them down with the back of your paintbrush when they're done, like so. Put your stars away. Put the lid on them, because otherwise I'll spill them. Isn't that right, Kelly?
Oh, yeah.
And then what you can do, if you are one of my painters and you enjoy doing cake painting, you can always then paint the top of the bottle, so across the top there, and we can bring in, I'm going to just turn these things around here for a second so we can get the cocoa butter in. We're going to set this up now because we're going to be doing some other stuff with it shortly, but if you enjoy cake painting, then we'll bring in our cocoa butter system, which is here. So this is a chrome food warmer. This is what we use to paint with. It's going to be an avalanche in a minute, I think. Kelly, can you help, please? Thank you. Right, let's grab. We've got a tea light there, so we're just going to light that. And then we're going to pop a metal paint palette on top there with some cocoa butter that's going to start to melt. The heat of this is going to warm up by the candle underneath. It will stay warm by the candle underneath and keep the cocoa butter melted, which is what we want. And we're just going to, again, just pop a few little buttons of cocoa butter on here. This is the product you're going to need to, which we do all our painting with, but specifically if you want to do chocolate, then that's the colour that you're going to, or the product you're going to need to be able to do the chocolate painting. We're going to use, what did I just use? Snowstorm. So we'll paint with it as well. So we've just used it as a dust, and then I'll just show you what it's like if you paint with it. So you can do either with it. You can either dust it. It does go absolutely everywhere. And Kelly, if you wanted your coat to be truly glittery.
Oh no, I've worn the wrong coat.
This is the one, I'm telling you now, because this one is very, very glittery. So we can just grab a paintbrush. Just wait for our cocoa butter to start melting. You can see already it's starting to go. Let's turn that round a little bit so you can see it. It's just starting to go there. And we'll just give that a second and then we can paint that up like so. Now in a minute we are going to show you, when I can find the list of things I'm meant to be doing, here we go, a little cute character that I have found in the patchwork cutters that's very nice for painting a cupcake topper, so we're going to run through that as well. And then we're going to introduce you to some of our Christmas cookie cutters. So in terms of Halloween, while this is waiting to dry, we have had 2 new cookie cutters this year, and that has been Dracula. I know, we've had the potion bottles, we've had the cauldron set, we've also had Dracula, and we've had mini Frankenstein as well. So if you are looking for some more inspiration for these, now we think this will be turned upside down into the Mad Hatter next year, don't we?
And someone said about turning it into Harry Potter. I haven't gotten around to it
Plus
yet.
we're going to look at turning it into Harry Potter. So this is the Dracula cookie cutter, but we have plans for many things with this particular cookie cutter. Frankenstein, there was a small version, and then obviously there it was the original large version of this. If I just move that up a little bit, you'll be able to see that a bit more clearly. So this was our travel cookie cutter set. So if I turn that round, you can see that it was a travel cup. And all we've done is turn it back round the other way, and we've been able to make Frankenstein. He's now got glittery hair, by the way. But this one here has also been another one that we've shown you over the course of this. And if you haven't seen this one, from what I remember on YouTube, so on my YouTube channel, there is another demonstration on how to make Frankenstein on there. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you should find another demonstration on there if you particularly want to make Frankenstein. This is nice and easy to make. The only reason we demonstrated this one and not this one is because this one is very small, and sometimes when things are really small to do on a live, so on a demo like this, it's difficult for people to see, so we went straight for the big one instead and showed you how to do that. Our lovely ice cream mould turned into a witch. So those of you that will recognise the ice cream mould, if I turn that around the cutter, if I turn it around that way, you'll see the ice cream cookie cutter there. This has been one that has been an absolute classic with us the whole time. So it started off originally as an ice cream, and Kelly last week turned that into a witch. So we turned it upside down and turned it into a witch. So if that's something that you fancy having a go at, then get that cookie cutter out if you haven't got it already. There is a mini version of this, which I'm sure would be quite difficult to do actually, because it is quite tiny.
But you could just cut off the bottom and make mini hats.
Yeah, mini witches hats. That's the other thing you could do with this, is you could just basically cut it out and just cut straight across there, and you would then just have witches hats and nothing else. So that's another idea that you can use with this cookie cutter, versus obviously getting another one. So you've got that one in there, cut straight across there, and that's just the witch's hat, and that would fit very nicely on top of a cupcake. I'm pretty certain it would anyway, wouldn't it, Kelly? Then we had Kelly's mummy idea, so we then did our, let's come back to this. Right, then we did Kelly's gingerbread mummies. There they are. So we have one in a cupcake, one on a cupcake. So that was something else that we did. This was using the Gingerbread Man mini cookie cutter that we've got that had come out at Christmas. We brought it out early this year for Halloween, so you can see how to do that. So that again has been done on lots of demonstrations, so you will have seen that coming up. This one was done last week, so if you want to go back and watch it, you can. The week before that I did it flat like that, but they were very similar. But if you want to have a go at doing that, then you can have a go at using the Gingerbread Man for that purpose there. So there's been lots of different things that we've done. We also use the perfume bottles, the labels, and we use them on the FPC. There it is, little mini ones. We made tiny little bottles to go on top of cupcakes, and we use those mini labels. Now you did have to be a little bit careful with these. You could only pick the tiny ones, and you had to cut them right down. But this is the FPC perfume bottle mould. There you go, Kelly's put the link up for you already, and that's the one that we used for that. So that's another idea on there as well. Right, our cocoa butter is now melted, so we can return back to our project. So we'll put that back in there. We'll move these little bits out of the way. Put those over there. I'm running out of space, Kelly. Okay, right. So what we're going to do with this, first and foremost, just check our brush is clean. Just dip it in the cocoa butter and check there's no other colours going on in there, which in my case there usually is. And then we're going to just grab some of this Snowstorm. The reason we're now using cocoa butter to put it on versus dusting is because we want to kind of just control the last bit so that we don't have it going all over the place. We just want it to go in this section here. So we're just literally going to paint straight across like so. Okay, so if you want to control where that goes, don't dust it on, just paint it on, and it gives you the same effect, there you go, like so, but you have control over it. So that's what you need to do if you want to do something along those lines. Okay, so that is the potion cookie bottle set. We're using Snowstorm, which is the new Wonder Dust that we've got in now here, ready for Christmas. So we are ready.
Sprinkles?
Oh, sprinkles, Kelly, of course. What am I even thinking? So, white sprinkles, do you think?
I thought you were going to do your potion.
Potion mix. We'll go for my potion mix.
Because the thing is, it's magic. So it may look silver on the inside, but when it comes out, when it's oxidised,
it's green, basically.
Green.
So
those spooky spider hairs.
Those spooky spider hairs that we thought were silver stars are going to come out as green. So you can take some royal icing and just dab it along the potion bottle there. Let's turn that round. We've got my potion mix here, and all you're going to do is basically, it's going to look like it's overflowing. So we've got lots of kind of little sprinkles in there as well. It's a bit of a mix, this one. So there's some dark and light green, and then some little white ones in there as well. And if you just put your icing down, they should just roll in and stick on it. So then just very carefully just press down onto the bottle, and then you can just add to the, there we go, add to the whole display like so. So I still think my potion mix is lovely. There we go, put that one in there. So if I turn that round like that, so imagine if you aren't doing these for Halloween, if you have got someone who likes Harry Potter or any of those kinds of things, or if you're having a magic party or something like that, you could easily make...
I want a magic.
You want a magic party? Well, your birthday's not till next year, so you'll have to wait for your magic party. But there, there we go. So that's how that one works. So that is, again, just a quick recap. Black sugar paste. That is a Snowstorm Wonder Dust. These multi-size sprinkle stars, the potion bottle labels, which are available on their own if you just want the labels, and then painted with cocoa butter across there, and then the potion mix, the foam mix that comes out of the top like that. So it's a nice, easy thing to do. They're ever so quick to make and really, really good if you just want to have a go at basically just doing a few things with kids, or just having to go on your own. Just cut a whole load of potion bottles out, get out your Wonder Dust. We have got 4 of them in stock, 4 or 5 in stock now. We've got Regal, Purple, Gold, Frozen Blue, Snowstorm. Those are the 4 we've got at the moment, plus the 2 silvers. So you will be able to create some really nice colours with all of that. And as I say, we have done loads and loads of different ones over the last 4 weeks. So hopefully we've given you enough inspiration to be able to work out what you're going to do with those. Right, we're going to pop those out of the way for the moment, and we're going to move on to something else. Let me just stand up for a second, because we are absolutely covered in Wonder Dust everywhere, as usual. So I have a mini clear up. So we're going to have a look at some of our new cutters that are coming out.
So basically, as if Halloween has never happened.
Well, no, because I'll end up going back to Halloween. You know it's going to come. I'll suddenly think of something else we could do with Halloween whilst we're here. Yes. Oh, don't forget as well, we have got the patchwork cutters Halloween that's in as well. Last week we used that to press those into a jumper. So we made like a Halloween jumper cookie cutter last week. So if you want to have a go with the Halloween stuff, we have got that in stock as well. And before I move on, because I've just spotted this as well, which I need to tell you about. So, we're just going to go on to Calabao chocolate. So we talked recently about Calabao chocolate and that the production has gone a bit haywire during the summer this year. So they are not producing any small bags this year for Calabao chocolate. So what we've done is we've bought the large bags now, and what we're going to do is we're going to make small bags for you so that you've got the opportunity to use Calabao, because I don't think you're going to want 10 kilos of it. It's quite a lot. Yeah. So we've taken it and we have weighed it up and put it into separate bags for you in milk and white only. Now these are going to feature in our Christmas tree cookie kits, which will be coming out. So not Christmas tree cookies, Christmas tree chocolate kits. They're going to be coming out within those. They are also available now on their own, so you will be able to buy a 500 gram bag of Calabao. We've done a slightly bigger bag than we normally have, which is the 400, so that you can get a couple of Christmas trees out of this bag. So these are available now. The sell by dates, we're looking for white August 2023, and I think milk's a little bit further on than that, because white always has a slightly shorter shelf life. But these are in now. So when you order this chocolate, it's going to look like this. It's not going to look like this, which is what it's always looked like before. It's going to look like this year, and that's purely because we cannot get any more stock of this anywhere at the Calabao factory. So they've not made this size this year, so we now have our own, but it is Calabao, but we've just bought it in larger quantities so that you can then have it all weighed up and in our kit. So it still works the same way. You're still going to have to temper it, which means you're going to have to melt it 30 seconds in the microwave on full power. Take it out, stir it, put it back in, 10 seconds stir, 10 seconds stir, and keep bringing it in and out until it's completely melted. And if that's something you can't visualise, then again, if you go to my YouTube channel, there is a 3-minute video on there on how to temper chocolate, and you will be able to see that on there, so you can see this in action and how it works. But for me, I really love this chocolate. It's excellent for our moulds. It really brings out all the detail and everything that we have got on our moulds. So this is what we will be selling this year, which is the Carabao chocolate, but it will be in white bags.
And it's nicer because you can seal it, so you don't, you know, sometimes when you pick
it's
out
got a
from the
seal on
bag,
it.
and you lose a couple buttons. You shouldn't lose any buttons.
Yeah, it hasn't got a seal on it, those ones, has it? So yeah, it's got, once you've ripped that part off there, you can then reseal it. Some people might not reseal it though, just eat it.
Yeah, I know, it's a convenient snack bag, isn't it?
A convenient, don't tell them that, for goodness sake.
You can take that to the cinema with you, and even if you don't finish, you can just zip it up, put it back in your bag, go home, make some chocolate.
It's like when they say share bags, like, you know, share bags of Maltesers. Who's going to share that?
No one.
No one. They're mine. Right, okay, we'll talk about Maltesers because I like them. Okay, I know, into that. So let's have a look at the patchwork cutters. That's what I did with it. It's over there.
No, new cookie cutters.
No, you could do the patchwork one first.
All right.
We are going to do patchwork cutters cute character.
Aww.
We're going to do one a week, and we're going to start with this little chap here. So this is the reindeer, and we're going to have him as a cupcake topper. So that's what he looks like. He's part of cute characters.
Cute Christmas characters.
Cute Christmas characters, he's called. Now, if you're going to want to paint these, you are going to need those smaller brushes again. So remember what I said to you before about this? You will need to get that 0 and 1 paintbrush. Otherwise, you're going to find this very tricky. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of brown dusting colour. So just brown, nothing else. And a little bit of red. Only need a tiny bit of red. So if you wanted to paint these up for Christmas, you could start now, basically, and then they would dry out, leave them in a box, and then pop them on top of your cakes when you get nearer to Christmas. I'm just going to put a little bit of white over there. Do we need anything else? Yes, we do. We need egg. Yes, we need a little bit of black. Can you find Cornish cream? It's in there somewhere.
Oh, God.
No, it's right at the front, so I've just used it. You can take the plastic moulds down. So I've got piles of plastic moulds next to me, which is not very helpful. Right, okay, I've got the wrong screen on, Kelly. All they can see is my head.
Oh. I did, sorry.
Right, now we're on the right screen, everybody. There we go. We've changed the camera now. It's Kelly's fault. Isn't it, Cam?
Oh, what?
Well, I didn't know I hadn't changed the camera screen, did I? I tell you, there's a lot to think about when we're doing lives, isn't there? Have you got it? Oh, good girl, thank you.
No, nothing else?
No, that's it. I've got everything I need.
Brilliant.
Okay, so we're going to do that now. We've all had a good look at the top of my head, so we'll move on now. We can actually see this instead. There we go. That's what I'm saying, Kelly.
Well, at least you know, you've had your hair done, so it's.
I haven't had my hair done, that's the problem. Right, so there's the little character there. So that's one of the patchwork cutters, and all I've done is stamp that onto some pale blue sugar paste. And I'm just going to take my paintbrush number 1, and I'm going to just mix some brown, and we'll add some white to it because we don't want it to be too dark. We want it to be quite nice and light. So just grab a bit of white and put that in there, and then what we'll do is we'll start, actually the only other colour I've got to pick up is pink, but I've got some red so I can make some pink out of that. So we'll just paint across the body here like so. These should be ever so quick to do, so if you wanted to do these for Christmas, or again just sit down and have a go, you'll find these be ever so quick. So this is a mini version of the big.
You know, you could always put this. Sorry, Mum, to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
You could always put these on like a cookie, or something. So like.
Yeah, you could do.
You know, do people do places at tables at Christmas? Some people do.
Some people do. Place settings.
Place settings, yes. Yeah, so you could put this on the same way that you've done, and then write, you know, someone's name at the side.
You could. You're full of ideas, aren't you, Kelly?
I am. Hire me.
She's woken up now, you see.
Yeah,
this is the problem.
It's 10:25. Worked till midnight last night, so.
Yeah. So, we're going to go round like so. So we'll keep it nice and straightforward for the moment. You can always turn things around if you can't quite get your brush into the angles of this, so you don't have to. There we go, and then across the bottom there. So this is part of cute characters. There's about 5 characters in this bag, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay, there we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just go back into this again, use the brown. I'm just going to go for neat brown now, and we're going to use that to do his antlers. I'd like his antlers to be a different colour, and we'll have those. Actually, that has come out a bit dark. Let's grab a bit of white and just tone that down a bit. It's a little bit darker than I anticipated. There we go, just paint straight over the top. All is not lost. Turn it round. There we go. So again, I'm using paintbrush 1, but I've got to be honest, paintbrush 0 might be better for this because it is very tiny. Let's turn it that way. Again, we'll still use that slightly darker colour, just for contrast more than anything else. So he's going to have darker colour antlers and darker colour feet. Okay, like so. A bit darker. Like that. Okay, has that come out a bit darker? Yes, it has. Let's just take the camera down a tiny bit further so you can see a bit closer. Move that over a little bit, and then we'll still use the dark colour again for his feet. Like that. Turn that round. Like so. So his antlers and his feet should be similar colour. There we go again, turn it round. There we go. Like that. And then we'll clean our brush up and we'll do a different colour for his face and stomach. We're going to use Cornish cream for that colour. That's something we sell separately. It's not part of any... I don't think it's part of the cocoa butter painting kit. No, it's not.
Oh, wait.
No, it's not. Cream.
No, it's cream,
Cream,
isn't it?
but
Sorry.
not Cornish cream. So Cornish cream is more of a yellowy cream. Do you think, Kelly? Is that how would one describe it?
Like clotted cream.
Like clotted cream. Cornish cream. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's as if they named it on purpose.
It is. So we're just going to paint his... So I'm using a very similar paint palette to what I did with the main reindeers that I did with Patchwork Cutters on Thursday. So I'm using the same colours just so you can see what it kind of looks like being done this way. And then we'll go over his mouth like that.
I find it so relaxing watching you paint.
Who? You?
Valerie.
Oh, okay.
I think people love it. It's quite therapeutic.
It's therapeutic, is it? It's like watching Bob Ross, isn't it?
But yeah, but he's sweet the way he just talks through everything. It's like, it's not an accident, we only have happy accidents.
That's right. I'm just going to put a little tuft of hair there where it's just on the edge up there. And then we'll take some of that darker brown colour again. So just dark brown on its own. And we'll just kind of, we'll run that along the edge of these antlers. It will just make them stand out a bit better. Again, you always get a better view than I do on camera. It always stands out better, yeah it does. And we'll just run that round the edge a little bit as well, just a little bit darker. And the same on this side. You can fiddle about with these for ages if you want to, or you don't have to at all. You can just paint them and that's it. It's entirely up to you what you do with them. But I just sometimes think a few little extra details makes all the difference. I'll just a little bit darker there. Okay, on the back of his ear. Like that. How's that looking?
Cute.
Cute. Okay. Right, let's do his nose, which of course has to be red, as he is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So we're just going to grab some red paint, or red dusting colour, and we'll just paint that straight over the top. Like that. Let's make it really, really red, so that really stands out. like that. And then I've got a bit of red obviously on my brush. If I just sort of dip it in the cocoa butter and add some white, I'll be able to make a nice pink colour then for his ears. So I won't need to get pink, I'll just use what's on my brush and add white to it and make a little pale pink colour. And then that'll do for the inside of his ears. So we'll do that there and that there. Like so. And then you've kind of got a choice with the eyes. You can either paint them or you can use the dotting tools. So we keep talking about these dotting tools and all the different things we've been using them for. So, except I can't actually see the one I want. What do you need? One of the dotting tools. I've got one, but it's not big enough. I want the other one. But I've used it this week, so that's probably the issue. Let's have a look. I might put it in here. Can you see if it's in there now?
What, do you want the dotting tool or do you want like that?
What we got? I think it might be too big, but we'll have it anyway. There's one, but it's, I don't think it's big enough, but I think I put them in there. I was tidying up.
Oh yeah, there's one in.
That's better? Yeah, perfect.
It's got white on there.
That's fine. So we talked about these recently, which are, say, dotting tools. They're used in nail art, but we've been buying them into using cake because they are really easy to get an exact round without having to use a paintbrush, and it just takes the element of worry out there about getting it two eyes. Wonky eyes and two eyes the same. So I'm just going to take my paintbrush and just mix up a little bit of black, like so. Don't need huge amounts of black, just a little bit. I'm going to take hold of the dotting tool. I'm going to have a look at his eyes. We'll go for this end and we'll just put our dotting tool into there, and then we'll just press it down like so, and then we'll do the same again like that. There you go. How easy is that? Do that again. You can always press down a bit further as well with sugar paste if it's soft. If you want the eyes to be a little bit bigger, you can always press it so it is a little bit bigger there. So I'm just making these bigger purely because I want to put some whites in the eyes of these. So I'm going to just press down. Now we're going to have to let that dry for a second. So I need to turn it round towards me so I can see what's going on. There we go. So I've made his eyes bigger than Marion's, put them on there. And they're very sort of staring at the moment, but once we add the little white dot in there, then they will actually come to life. So at the moment they are looking a bit all-encompassing. Okay, like that. And then we'll paint his mouth. We will need to do that with the zero brush because it's just way too small an area to do it any other way. So grab the brush. And then the lines are there for you, so you can just very carefully follow them along. Like so. And there we go. So we'll leave that to dry for a second. Now you could then add in your own interpretation of what you could do next with this. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to send Kelly now into meltdown because we didn't discuss any of this, did we?
No.
So this is now my moment, Kelly. So I'm just going to turn this Wonder Dust around again. So we've got our gold Wonder Dust there. And I'm going to just take my brush, just clean my brush up there. Like so. Grab some of the Wonder Dust, just mix a little patch of it over here. Okay, just so we've got some liquid. You need it to be, obviously, ability to be able to get our paint going. There we go. That's our Wonder Dust. That's bright gold again. I kept telling you that was going to be coming up. And then we're going to grab the ball tool here, because this is bigger than the dotting tool.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
Sorry?
I know what you're doing.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do then?
You're going to do baubles in the antlers.
Yeah, I am. I was going to have them hanging though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So we're going to do some baubles coming out here, so we'll just press down like so. We won't do very many. We'll literally do... How many should we do, Cal? I think we'll just do a couple on each side.
You could also use sprinkles for that.
You could use sprinkles for that. Okay, then what we can do is go back to our paintbrush, and we could go back and we can join them up with black. That's what I was thinking.
Sorry.
So if you wanted to then connect them to the antlers, you could always do this bit first if you found that easier. And if you're unsure about straight lines, just take it steady. And if they cross each other, then that's okay too. You're allowed to do that. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to do the white in that eye. So we'll go back to the white. And we just grab some colour. Now the problem with, someone's just said if you leave the antlers out you've got a teddy. Everything is attached in a patchwork cutter, so I can't get the antlers will appear regardless. I can't stop that. So you would have them even, you can't leave them off. If you cut it out, then yes, you would definitely have the ability.
It would be an interesting looking teddy because it's got trotters and pointy ears.
Yeah, maybe not quite a teddy conversion. I think maybe not. Good idea though. So again, I'm just going to take my dotting tool here. I'm just trying to make sure this white's thick enough because otherwise it won't show up. I'll have to do it several times. We don't want to do that if we can help it. Let's just see how thick it is first. We'll just put a little tiny dot on his nose. Just for a bit of highlight there. And then what we'll do is we'll have him sat in some snow, so we can come across here. And we can just dot some snow going across there like that, can't we? And then what we can do is take some of the snowstorm that we had earlier and we can add that in there as well. So we've now got glittery snow. Snow's not going to be right unless it's glittery, I don't think, this year, is it?
No.
Can see lots of glittery snow coming. There we go. And then we'll go back to our dotting tool. We'll use the smaller end and then we'll just do a dot just to the right of the eye and another one there. There we go. Like so. And then you've got yourself a really cute little reindeer cupcake topper. If I lift him up a little bit.
Cookie topper.
Or cookie topper, there he is. So you can see what he looks like there. So he's ever so easy to do. He's part of Cute Characters, which is the patchwork cutter set, which Kelly has already put a link up for you. But it's very, very easy to do. In fact, we could put him on a cupcake. I did bring some down here. There's one there, and there's some buttercream also somewhere. What did I do with that? Oh no, I know where that is. So let's put him on a cupcake while we're here.
Oh, what's that?
I love the way you're looking round. No, it's here.
Oh.
Right, okay, so we'll take hold of our 1M nozzle, which I've got here, and we'll just cut our buttercream here. So we've got a cupcake.
What colour are you doing buttercream?
White.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use the white sprinkles
Yeah,
to do snow. As we're entering Christmas
Oh,
phase.
you could do these.
No.
No. Or what about?
Oh God, no. Why'd you do this to me on a live, eh?
Well, I'm not making it complicated.
Pooh.
You got white sprinkles out now.
No, I need them.
Okay. I was going to say with snowflakes.
Yeah, we could do this. I don't think we've opened any snowflakes
Right.
yet, have we?
Well, it's the first pot of the year, I guess.
Okay, open some snowflakes then.
Do we even have
So we'll
some?
just put some buttercream onto this cupcake, like so. Go.
Don't think we have any.
Okay, well they're probably not down here yet anyway. Boop. It's all right, Kay, don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll do it next week. We're going to be here a while.
Sorry to disappoint. Just imagine.
Just imagine, everybody. Right, I'm just going to pull this camera up a bit so I've got a bit more space because it's right on top of me at the moment, which is making it difficult for me. Okay, that's it. So we grab this and then we will squeeze, we will go round. So we're just basically covering the cupcake. So we've got a base with our 1M nozzle. Oops. Like so, and then we can take some of the white sprinkles and we'll just put some on the edge there, and then we can do our snow, can't we? We're really in preparation mode now for Christmas, aren't we? So we can take our sprinkles, we just dab them all around the outside edge here. I love this effect. I think this is super smart.
White corals are another part of the essential kit.
Essential kit for Christmas. That's what.
No, or just general at this point.
Yeah, we're going to have white Perels in everything, so be warned. Snowstorm and white Perels. If you don't have any, you need to get some. Okay, so there we go. Like so. And then we'll take our topper. Now you could leave him to dry. Actually, I'm going to press him down, but I'm not going to do it with my hands because I want it to stay flat. So if I take my smedger, and then if I just press down, like that, hopefully I won't smudge it. No, there we go. We then have a very nice cupcake there for Christmas. So that fills the top of the cupcake. You can see around the outside edge there we've got our sprinkles. So it's important you do your sprinkles before you put the topper on. Okay, you can see going all the way around the outside edge there. And that's our very first Christmas cupcake topper for the year. So that's, ooh. I know, progress is being made now towards Christmas, everybody. It is coming, and when it comes, we've got some amazing ideas for you. So you're going to be blown away with everything we're going to do for you this year. So that is part Patchwork Cutters Cute Characters Kit. It is one of 5 that are in that kit. There's a snowman and there's a
gingerbread man,
reindeer, Robin. Oh, we could do the Robin. That's nice. We can do the Robin another week. We won't do it this week. But
we're doing one every week, I thought.
We'll do one every week. How about that? Or we'll do some on Marion's Patchwork Club as well. So we'll do it on there. Okay, so that's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to introduce you to one of our new cookie cutters for Christmas. Kelly, are you ready?
1 second.
We're going to, this year we have got Penguin. So here he is. This is our new Penguin cookie cutter. This is the first of many, and you know they're coming, and they're going to be coming in in loads of them. But we are going to be doing our Penguin. So we are starting this early. Now, I know it's not quite Christmas, but we are getting into Christmas mode now. We're coming out of Halloween for us, getting towards Christmas. There are so many postal strikes coming that I think we all need to be as prepared as we possibly can for Christmas this year. So it's why we're introducing Christmas about a week earlier than we normally would. So we are starting to show you. Plus, we are already going to be running out of time because we have so many things planned for you. So we're just starting it gently by doing a 50-50 today of Halloween and Christmas. But this is one of our new cookie cutters. This is Penguin. Do you want me to do it? Or are you going to do it?
I don't mind, up to you.
Shall I do it? Don't know.
If you so please.
If you so please.
I mean, it's up to you. I'll do it.
Go on then. Kelly's going to do this one for you. She's going to show you how to do it. What would you like?
Royal icing in a bag.
Royal icing in a bag.
Oh wait, no, I can do it without royal icing.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Okay, there we
Have
go.
you got black sugar paste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a seat.
I'm here. I'm taking a seat. I need a red or sugar paste as well, please, Mummy. Okay. Hello, everyone. Right, so shall I explain the cookie cutter first? Yeah. So you got the penguin here, and he's actually wearing a little hat. So, right, white sugar paste or black? Give me black.
Oh no, we got a bundle of things in here.
Black.
Look. All right.
Right, I've got some black sugar paste. I've got to knead it. God, it's cold.
Rolling pins there.
Yeah.
Give it a good knead. Get your muscles
I'm
going.
so bad at kneading.
No, you're not. Get your muscles
I'm
going.
going to do it just over here at the bottom. Shall I move it up?
I'm not feeling guilty about doing Christmas, I have to say, because the shops are full of it.
That's also very true.
Yeah, it is true. So we're going to do Christmas now, aren't we? We're going to start it anyway.
Yeah.
This is, we're only doing 2 things for Christmas today.
This black's really stiff, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just going to knead it off camera for a second. I haven't got enough room over there.
go. Just give it a good
It
old
might just be a
knead.
bit sparkly.
Sparkly Christmas
Sparkly
wine.
Christmas black.
Is that all right now?
Oh dear.
Did you done it
Talk
or not?
about a workout. Right, I only need a bit anyway, so let me just... Right, so what I'm going to do, I did this in 2 ways.
I'm going to just tip the camera your way a little bit.
Okay, well I'll move the board up.
There you go.
Okay, right, so I'm just rolling out a bit of black. It's a bit stiff because it's cold. That's okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to only do this part, so I'm going to ignore the head for the moment. Let me lift it up. So I'm going to press down. Just get rid of those edges. Like so. And take that off. And like some of our other cutters, you can see that it's got this extra bit here. So that's going to come into play in just a moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cutter here and I'm just going to mark where the hat is because it's not. So I'm just going to cut the hat bit off because we don't want a black hat. Just doubted myself on what colour penguins are, but there we go. So you've just got like so, like that. So I'm going to stick this on with some royal icing, which where has Mum put it? Oh dear. Oh, it's over there. Sorry. And just paint it on like so. And then stick that bit on. My on camera, yes, lovely. And stick that on. I'm just going to squeeze that a little bit down. There we go. So that bit's on. So next, he's got a white tummy. Penguins have white tummy. So this bit is like the white bit. So I'm going to take my sugar paste again. I'm just going to knead it off camera for a second. Oh, and I've got red in it already. Of course I have. Where did that come from? I haven't done anything yet. Right, so I've got my white sugar paste here. And I'm going to roll this out as well. Just move that for a second. So I only need to cut out the tummy. Now, there's 2 ways that I did this before, but I'll do it like this. So I'm just going to take the cutter, like so, and then I'm going to flip it round, and I'm going to press the sugar paste down. Sorry, there's like bits in it from my hands on this other bit. There was a bit black. So I'm pressing it down. So it's marked. I'm just going to do this. I don't know if this is actually the way you would do it in cake. Mum will tell me off.
What's this?
Well, I'm just getting the white bit out.
That's okay.
Is this right?
No, that's fine because
Yeah.
it's...
And then I'm just going to...
Well, you can always mark it and cut it. Oh, I see,
Yeah.
you're doing that bit. That's fine. Just
Yeah.
use the cutting wheel
I am
for the last
going
bit.
to.
Well, you could always do it fluffy. You could always pipe it.
True. Right, so just put this back into its shape. Like so. So I'm just neatening up those edges. It will be more fluffy because you can't directly cut it out. Thank you, Mum. Right, so I'm going to take my icing, which I lost earlier. It's here. And I'm going to put it on the back of this. Like so. You're getting out all these tools and I'm not sure what you want me to do with them. Right. Popping that on. Like so. And I'm just going to push it round a little bit. Get any bits off. Oh, I'm going to use this tool and just push it in. There we go. So that's that bit so far. And then we'll stick on the hat before I start anything else. So I've got some red sugar paste here. And I'm just going to roll it out. Need a bit of icing sugar. There it is. And I just need the hat this time. Just fold that out, right? And I'm just going to do about this much. Make sure the fluffy edges are off. And I'm going to flip it just to mark this. And then I'm going to pop it out and then I'm going to cut it using a cutting wheel. Except I'm not holding it very well. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to stick that on as well. Up here. and popping it just on there like that. So that seam will get covered up, but look, he's wearing a little hat there. Okay, so next, should I put his eyes on next, I think? We'll put his eyes on. So we're going to use the Kelly Sprinkles. These are the 4mm pearls, not the 2mm, because I think they'll be too small. So I'm going to do his eyes on the white bit rather than on the black bit. Just like about there. So let's put 2 sprinkles on. 1, 2. Have I picked up 2 different sizes? Yeah, I have. Sorry. Oh gosh. Keep picking up different sizes for some reason. Sorry. Now he's looking a bit funny right now, but that's not because he's got a nose or any whites in his eyes or anything. So what I'm going to do, I need an orange, Mum. Can I get Can I have my penguin cookies? I need reference.
Where are they? Oh, on here.
Right, I'm taking an orange. I've chosen tangerine.
You're at home.
Mum! Gosh.
Do you want orange sugar paste?
No. I'm painting it on. Right, so I've put some tangerine on my paint palette, and I'm going to add some white into it.
Well, we're doing him again anyway.
And I'm going to do a little triangle, little beak. Can you find the blush as well, Mum? The pink, yeah? And I'm going to do the whites of his eyes now.
It's pink there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pop them on like so. Is that better? Yes, he looks a little bit less scary now. Okay. Right, and I'm going to give him some little pink cheeks as well. Except I don't like that pink.
That's because it's made from that red.
Yeah, don't like it. It's not pink enough. Right, so I'm going to take some blush pink, put that on there, and on there, like so. Got little pink cheeks there. And then we're going to go to the hat, which is the way more exciting part.
Don't forget he needs a fluffy brim.
What?
A fluffy brim. It's like a Santa hat.
No, I'm doing what I want to do.
All right.
Right, so we're going for sprinkles because I love sprinkles. So I'm taking the Christmas tree sprinkle mix. Now we had this one last year as well, and we used it pretty much on everything, didn't we?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is to get rid of this line here, this joining line. I'm going to take my icing. Are you stuck on a language, Mum? Oh, okay, yeah. That's fine.
Got your references for you.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pop it on like this because... Or shall I pipe it on, Mum? Can you make me...
It's up to you. I'll just do a line of balls across there or something, like the sprinkle mix.
Okay.
The white sprinkle mix.
I have guidance from my mum. That's what I'm going to
From
do.
the left,
So,
permission to speak.
so I'm going to take some of these sprinkles. Now I want to use the multicoloured ones, I think. So I'm just going to take little ones. I can always clean up that royal icing with the dry brush as well. If I just get one here. So we don't have that like that. There we go.
Ooh, guess what I found?
Little... Yeah, I don't need them.
No, I know, but I found the snowflakes.
I'm just going to... Like little Christmas lights or something on his hat, yeah.
We're going to need them later on anyway.
There we go, like so. Picking up some different colours. I need to push them down though as I go. Perfect. And then I can just clean up any royal icing. There's not actually that much. And then, for the top of his hat, I'm going to put a little... There's little snowflakes in this mix. So I'm going to pop a little snowflake on top. And you can do little other things on the hat as well. I could always put some of the blue sprinkles on. There's quite a lot in this mix. There's some nice big red ones as well. You could have always done that. Oh, can't even pick it up. Where is it? You can always do that at the top of the hat as well. But how's that, Mum? Nice and simple. Little penguin, yeah?
Oh yeah, lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Quite quick, but nice and simple. There you go.
Nothing too complicated.
Not too complicated.
And then we'll zing him up as we go through
Exactly.
Christmas.
Right, thank you very much, everyone.
What a mess you've made.
You're welcome.
I'll let you off the hook this time. I don't know if he fits on a cupcake. Did we decide that? Is he cupcake size?
Might be slightly big.
Oh no, I think he might be. Let's get him on a cupcake. Why not? While we can do this, we've got our cupcake stuff with us. So let's put our penguin on a cupcake so we can show the options there as well. So again, we'll just pop a little bit of buttercream on this cupcake here.
What did you do to get it? Oh, Mum.
Yeah, I
She
know.
left my other penguins at home. I didn't want to repeat the same one I made.
She panicked, didn't you?
Well, I just thought... I made that... Basically, we got the cutter ages ago, and Mum goes, right, you know, you do some inventing, because I have to test all the cutters out, and that's why I couldn't remember what I'd even done. So I was like, did you bring them? I was like, can you bring me my penguin cookies? And then she was like, oh, I've left them.
I've left them at home, and that's why I got an old mum.
Oh, Mum. As
Oh,
well as
Mum.
every morning before Let's Shop, I get a text that say, I forgot this, I forgot that, can you bring this, can you bring that?
Oh, we don't want to.
I had a long list this morning.
A long list, because I think I just went out and left my brain cells at home this morning. Right, we're just going to do the same as what we did earlier with that other ones. We'll get the...
But he is a lovely little cutter. But you could, even if you made up the penguins itself and then with
Put them
the
in
kids,
treat boxes,
Yeah,
'cause
but you could also, like with kids, you know, make the hats with them or something, you know.
There he is, he does fit on there. There he is. How about that? So there's another new cookie cutter that we've got come out. So I'm going to put these together because then you'll be able to see both of those. So there's a flat version if you wanted to do one that was... Let's move that across again. That's that one there. Let's get ourselves organised, shall we, Kelly? There we go. Move that up. And that one is the... Where's that gone? That belongs to that. There we go. Has some reference there now. Okay, so that's the new penguin cookie cutter that has just come out today. It is on Let's Shop. There are other things appearing on Let's Shop Cape Live that you'll go, what's that? What's that? Well, we will be going through all of these things as we start to head towards Christmas. As I say, we will definitely be doing all Christmas next week because it's the 29th of October. And although it's a couple of days before Halloween, unfortunately, we will not be able to post anything to you in time at that stage. So this is your last opportunity to see all the Halloween stuff before Halloween is upon us, because it is a week on Monday. So if there's anything you particularly want, now is your moment to order it, because as I say, the postal strikes are still going on, which means that the post is a lot slower than it normally is, and we do want to make sure that you get everything that we have been showing you over the last few weeks, so
Especially by Halloween.
especially exactly roundabout for Halloween. So let's have a little look at what else we're going to do. I think we're just on summary, I think, now, aren't we? So let's have a little look at everything. Kelly's looking around. Have I forgotten anything?
These?
No, that's for next week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our exciting project for next week. There's more to come. We want to keep Let's Shop as interesting as we possibly can for you. So we are very slowly releasing Christmas as we go through the whole of the month. So each week we will be introducing different things and showing you all sorts of different ways to use our cutters and things. So you will see lots and lots of things appearing as we go through the next few months. So as you log on, you may well see a mould and go, yeah, that's a mould, whatever. Then we're going to do something with it so that you'll be able to see how it's being used. So the Christmas shop on Tracey's Cakes is now pretty much got most of the stuff on there, but we have got some other stuff to come, which we're going to release as we sort it all out. We're still trying to wait for, so we're still lining things up for cookie cutters and things to make sure everything works, because once we think about what we want, we then have to test them out, make sure they work, and then we have to order them in and all these other bits and pieces. So there are lots and lots of things going on here all the time, and that's why we kind of take our time with releasing Christmas, because we want to be able to show you what we've got and how to use it. So there is plenty to come, and there's going to be a lot of Facebook Lives as well here and on Tracey's Cakes as well, and patchwork cutters. I have to help Marion. Right, okay, let's have a little summary of what we've talked about this morning. So we started off with the cake school. So where's the cake school? Let's find the right address this time. Let's start with the cake school. So the cake school we talked about this morning. So we have got, where is it? Now don't forget, for Halloween as well, we have also got this class here, which is called Classy Witch. That is a black and white cake painting class. So it's a grey, shades of grey. So you're going to learn to paint in just 2 colours with that one. It's a really nice one to do. It makes you open your eyes to different shades of colouring. So it's a really good practice one if you want to have a go at something like that. We've also got the Monster Cupcakes, which is the Facebook Live class that was. So you will be getting access to Facebook Live to go on to this. This is not part of membership, whereas the Classy Witch is part of membership. It's part of gold and silver membership. This one is part of a Facebook Live, so you will need to pay for this one separately. Also, just to point out, as we start to go into November, that the poppy wreath or the poppy paint that we did last year, and we just take that down for a second, is on Let's Shop Cake Live. This is also a patchwork cutter, and the big one is the poppy, and then the one going around, the small circular biscuit that I made at the top, is actually blossom and leaf, which I then painted up to look like poppies. So that one is coming as well. So that is also available on Let's Shop. I'm sure Kelly will find it and put a link up. She's probably trying to think, where is that? But if she can find that, that would be good. There's our lovely owl, just to remind you what he looks like. So I've just seen him pop up. We've started to look at Christmas. We will have our lovely Christmas tree mould is now in stock as well. We have got another load coming. For those of you that made them last year, we have also got the Carabao chocolate in. Remember what we said about the Carabao chocolate this year? It's going to be in white bags. It's not going to be in Carabao bags. It's going to be in white bags that we've labelled up here. Sell by date at the moment goes through to August next year for white, and goes through a little bit longer for milk, because milk tends to last a little bit longer. So they are all in stock now. There's some pictures there. Yeah. There's some pictures here as well of some of the cupcakes that we've done over Halloween. So we have got the owl there, and we have got Dracula, our cookie cutter Dracula there. The Halloween cupcake toppers is also there. And you can see the spider. We only have 1 spider mould left now. So if you do want that, you need to be super quick. That's the last one left. We won't be restocking that until next year. Then the ghosts, which I showed you earlier. So we went through all of the Halloween moulds that we have got in stock there. In terms, going back to classes just quickly, we have got this one coming out on Wednesday. So this one is going to be available to the gold members, the Sugarcraft members, and anybody else who'd just like to buy it and have a go. So that's what you can do for that. You're pointing
The wreath.
The wreath, yes. We have got our new wreath cake as well, which I will pick up one more time. Here we go. So we're starting to teach cupcake bouquets from November. This is our very first class. This is a cupcake bouquet wreath arrangement, okay? All right, so that is what we're going to be teaching. All right, just tip it a bit further like that. I'll put a picture up later, you can see it a little bit clearer. So we are going to be using this for our first cupcake bouquet class. Now that is going to be on the 4th of November. So it will be available from then onwards, and it will be available to the gold members only, and also anyone who just wants to buy the class. So it won't be on Sugarcraft or bronze or silver, it will just be gold, and anyone else who wants to join in and purchase the class that way. So that one is starting, and also Santa and his Christmas lights. I feel like we really entered Christmas mode today. There we go. So there's the Santa.
Yeah, Mum, when will the kits be available if they're not on?
Next week.
Next week, or the
kits for the wreath cake kits.
Or the, I'm not sure.
The wreath cake kits will be available next week,
and the Christmas tree,
and the Christmas tree moulds, Christmas tree kits will be available next week. I have run out of time basically because I had to go and get them, and then I'll have to bring them here and photograph them. So we haven't got that far yet. But the Christmas tree kits will be out next week. The kits to do the bouquet will be available next week as well. We will put those up and we will tell you as we go along exactly what's going on there. So we have got lots and lots of different moulds and things coming out. We're going to obviously show you as we go through. We've got loads of cookie cutters coming, different and new ones, also ones that you can adapt to other things so that you will be able to use them for different ways throughout the year. We don't just want you to buy Halloween cookie cutters and not use them in different ways throughout the year as well. The reindeer plaque was on patchwork cutters, so we showed you that one. Now the reindeer, let's pop him down here for a second because he is so lovely, even I like looking at him. There he is, let's have a look at that for a second. So this is the patchwork cutters reindeer set, which I pressed into some sugar paste and painted live on Thursday at 1 o'clock. And that one is available to watch on the Patchwork Cutters Club now. So if you want to do a paint along with me, you can just go to the website now, toletshopkatelive.co.uk, and pick up a reindeer cutter, which is about £4.50 I think, and then once you've got it, you can then tune into the live, because the live is available for you to watch at any time. It's not just, you know, it's happened and that's it, so you can go back and watch it, and then you can literally sit and paint along with me. So if you fancy having a go at doing this, that is completely possible. You'll need to ask to join the Patchwork Cutters Club, and then Marion will let you in and you'll be able to see the live in there. And we'll do a few more lives over the next few weeks to help Marion while she's incapacitated with her dodgy shoulder. So we will continue to do that over the next few weeks. We also recapped on the potion bottles, so we just showed you again how to do the potion bottles, and we also introduced Snowstorm. So Snowstorm is another wonder dust that we're focusing on quite heavily this Christmas, so we're going to be using it to bling up basically everything. We also used it, didn't we, on the bottom of our reindeer cupcake there, just to bling our snow up there. So if you haven't got it already, Snowstorm wonder dust is something we are going to be using a lot of over the next few weeks, because Christmas will literally become weeks. You could also use it on Halloween, so if you wanted to use it to bling up some of your Halloween, there's no reason why you couldn't do that as well. And then we've shown you the new penguin cookie cutter. There it is. That's our new penguin cookie cutter. There he is. You can also use these for royal icing. It's just that Kelly and I tend to demonstrate them in sugar paste because it's quicker. We can demonstrate them live so you can see exactly what it is and how to do it very, very quickly. So it's a nice, easy and quick way to be able to make cookies that way. Don't forget as well, we've also got the Halloween treat boxes. So we've got a few of those left, and bags. So we have boxes and bags left. So if you are putting any of your Halloween stuff into boxes and bags, these are coming 20s. They're called treat bags, and they've got little ties in there as well. So these are in packs of 20, and then we've got the boxes which are in packs of 2, and there's monsters on one and Halloween on the other, and they basically fold out and then you put all your treats in there. So if you're making parcels or boxes to give away, they are really good for that. Or likewise,
we've only got 2 of those bags left.
Is there only 2 of these left?
Yes.
Okay, so we're very short now of these, so if anybody wants these, you need to be super quick. Again, if you want to place your order really quickly to get the stock and then come back and place a second order, we will refund your postage at the point of dispatch, which will be on Monday, because we will be shipping out Halloween very quickly on Monday. So anybody that's waiting for anything connected with Halloween, we did have some difficulties getting the wonder dust this week because our delivery went here, there and everywhere, but it is now here. So we will be able to ship out to you any Regal Purple that anyone's waiting for, or the Snowstorm one as well. So that one is also here in stock. But anything that's Halloween will be priority this week. So we will be sending that ASAP on Monday. It will be going out as soon as possible to make sure you get it, because it's only a week on Monday, and add in a few postal strikes and we don't want anything else going wrong, so we would like to get it out to you as quickly as we can. So we did start a little bit earlier this morning because I'm off to London shortly to visit my daughter. I've got one daughter here, one in London, so I'm going off to see her. We will be back again at 10 o'clock next Saturday, so we will be back to our usual time on Saturday, and then the following week we will will be at Cake International. Now, my social media will be extremely busy during that time, so we will be doing lives from Cake International on the Facebook page. So on this one here, so if you go to @Tracey Mann Cakes, that's where the Facebook lives will be coming from. So if you want to be able to see what's going on, the competition work, some of the displays, and you are unable to get to Cake International, I will be running lives every day so you can see exactly what's going on at the show. We normally run them before the show opens because it gets very chaotic once the show is open. So if you do want to see what's going on there, then you are welcome to tune into that page and we will show you exactly what it is that's going on. So the next live for me is next Saturday at 10 o'clock. I may be live Thursday with Marion, but I haven't spoken to her yet for Patchwork Cutters, but I will let you know on that. There will be no live on Tuesday this week, so please don't go looking for a live because there won't be one while we prepare for Cake International. So we are now getting ready to go up there and take all our lovely bits and pieces there. So we've got a lot to do. So if you want to go shopping this weekend, it's letsshopcakelive.co.uk. You will find all of our ideas on there. Once you've left that area, you can also go around the rest of the website and put bits and pieces into your basket, and all the postage will just combine into that as you go. So thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
You're awake now, so that's good. It's now 10 past or 11:15. You've woken up now.
Yeah.
Right, so have a lovely weekend, everyone. If it's raining, get your paints out and do some painting, or make some cupcakes. But basically, just enjoy what you're doing. And as I say, I'm looking forward to seeing all your creations that you're going to be making for Halloween. And then we're going to point you in the direction of Christmas. So enjoy, and we'll see you all again next Saturday at 10 o'clock.